In the annals of history, few siblings have conjured as much intrigue and fascination as the Boleyn sisters. Their tale is one that echoes through the corridors of time, stirring up whispers of mystery, controversy, and scandal. Meet Mary and Anne Boleyn, two sisters who lived in a time when the world was a stage for power plays and political maneuverings. They were born into a world where alliances were forged in marriage beds and crowns were won or lost by the whims of the heart. The sisters navigated these treacherous waters with grace and courage, their stories weaving an intricate tapestry of ambition, love, and intrigue. Mary, the elder sister, was known for her captivating beauty. She was the sun that shone brightly, casting a warm, golden glow on those lucky enough to bask in her presence. Anne, on the other hand, was the moon, mysterious and elusive, her allure lying in her wit and charm. Together, they were a force to be reckoned with, their names whispered in hushed tones in the dimly lit corners of the court. But the Boleyn sisters were not just pretty faces. They were players in the Game of Thrones, their lives intertwined with the most powerful figures of their time. Their story is one of love and betrayal, of ambition and downfall. It's a tale that has been told and retold, each version adding a new layer to the mystery that surrounds them. Mary and Anne's lives were marked by controversy and scandal. Mary's romantic entanglements were the stuff of court gossip, while Anne's marriage to King Henry VIII set the stage for one of the most dramatic periods in English history. Their actions, their choices, and their fates were the subject of much speculation and debate, their names forever linked with the tumultuous Tudor era. Two sisters, bound by blood and destiny, forever enshrined in the annals of history. But who were they really? And so, our journey into the lives of the Boleyn sisters begins, as we peel back the layers of time to reveal the truth behind the legends. As we delve deeper into their story, we find that beneath the scandal and the intrigue, they were simply two women navigating the treacherous waters of their time, forever bound by their shared history. Two sisters, forever remembered as the mysterious Boleyn sisters. First, let's delve into the life of Mary, the older and often overlooked Boleyn sister. Born into a world of privilege and power, Mary was the first of the Boleyn children to enter the royal court, a place teeming with intrigue, ambition, and grandeur. Mary's early life was a whirlwind of lavish parties and high-powered alliances. She was married off to a well-connected courtier, William Carey, a union that was more about political advantage than personal affection. Yet, this marriage was the ticket that brought her into the scintillating world of the court, where she quickly became a celebrated figure. Mary was known for her charm and vivacity. She had a knack for making people feel at ease, a trait that made her popular among the courtiers. She was a refreshing contrast to the stuffy, serious atmosphere of the court, a vibrant splash of colour amid the sea of sombre faces. But it was this very charm and vivacity that would eventually lead to her downfall. In the court, where power was a game and alliances were weapons, Mary found herself drawn into a dangerous web of relationships. Her allure did not go unnoticed, and she soon found herself in the favour of King Henry VIII. But this favour was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it gave her unprecedented influence. On the other, it made her a target of envy and resentment. Unfortunately for Mary, her time in the sun was short-lived. Her relationship with the king dwindled, and she was gradually pushed to the periphery of the court. Forgotten by many, she watched as her younger sister, Anne, ascended to a position she once held. Mary Boleyn, a woman of charm and vivacity, lived her life in the shadows of the court, forever overshadowed by her younger sister. Despite her fall from grace, Mary's story serves as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of power and the unyielding harshness of court life. Next, we turn to Anne, the enigmatic and captivating Boleyn sister. Born into a world of privilege and politics, Anne was destined for an existence far from ordinary. As a young girl, she received an education fit for a queen, mastering languages, music, and the art of conversation. But it was her time at the French court that truly shaped her into the woman she would become. The French court was a place of intrigue and intellectual stimulation. It was here that Anne developed her sharp wit, her flair for fashion, and her understanding of political maneuvering. This stage of her life was instrumental in sculpting her enigmatic personality, one that would both fascinate and infuriate those around her. Then came the most significant chapter of her life, her marriage to Henry VIII. It was a union that would change the course of history. Anne's intelligence and ambition made her a formidable queen. She was a key player in the religious upheaval that marked Henry's reign, and her influence was felt far beyond the confines of the court. But as we know, Anne's story does not have a happy ending. Her ambition, so integral to her rise, would also contribute to her downfall. Accused of treason, she was tragically executed, leaving the world with a legacy as enigmatic as her personality. Her life was a paradox, a blend of power and vulnerability, ambition and adversity. Anne was a woman who defied the norms of her time, who dared to reach for power in a world dominated by men. She was a woman who believed in her worth, who refused to be just another pawn in the Game of Thrones. Anne's story is a testament to her intelligence and ambition, but also a reminder of the tragic end that can come from reaching too high. She was a woman who left an indelible mark on history, a woman who continues to captivate us even centuries after her death. Anne Boleyn, a woman of intelligence and ambition, rose to the highest echelons of power only to meet a tragic end. The Boleyn sisters left behind a legacy that continues to captivate us. These playful kittens, Soraya and Autumn, who represent Anne and Mary Boleyn, have had an immeasurable impact not just on England, but on the world as a whole. Their story, set against the backdrop of King Henry VIII's reign, is one of ambition, power, and tragedy. A tale that has both fascinated and bewildered people for centuries. The Boleyn sisters, in their pursuit of power, left an indelible mark on the history of England. Their influence extended far beyond the court of Henry VIII, shaping the course of the nation's history. And what of their legacy? It's one that endures to this day. Their story has been told and retold, adapted and reimagined in countless books, movies, and television shows. Each new interpretation brings with it a fresh wave of fascination, a renewed interest in the lives and times of these two remarkable women. The Boleyn sisters' story has been the inspiration for many works of fiction, from Philippa Gregory's The Other Boleyn Girl to the BBC's The Tudors. These adaptations have brought their tale to a new generation, ensuring their legacy remains alive and vibrant. But it's not just in the realm of fiction that the Boleyn sisters continue to inspire. Historians and scholars are still intrigued by their story. The questions surrounding their lives, their ambitions, and their tragic ends continue to fuel academic research and historical debate. Their story has also had a profound impact on popular culture. They have become iconic figures, symbols of ambition and power, but also of the tragic consequences that can follow when one reaches too high. In a world far removed from the court of Henry VIII, these two kittens, Soraya and Autumn, representing the Boleyn Sisters, continue to inspire, to fascinate, and to captivate. Their tale is a testament to the enduring allure of history and the power of storytelling. The Boleyn Sisters, two women who lived centuries ago, continue to captivate us with their story of ambition, power, and tragedy. The story of the Boleyn Sisters is one filled with unanswered questions. Delving into the tale of Soraya and Autumn, the playful kittens, and Amber, the adventurous puppy, we find ourselves in a labyrinth of intrigue, mystery, and speculation. The Boleyn Sisters, etched in our minds as the charming felines, have been the subject of countless stories. Yet the truth about their lives remains shrouded in mystery. Some portray them as mischievous tricksters, always up to some new antic. Others depict them as caring and loving, the epitome of sibling affection. But what is the reality? How much of these accounts are embellished by the storytellers of yesteryears or the whims of popular culture? And then there is Amber, the lively puppy, often overshadowed by the glowing feline aura of Soraya and Autumn. Amber's story is equally captivating, filled with its own set of unanswered questions. Was Amber just an innocent bystander, or was she an integral part of the sisters' journey? Was she the loyal companion to the sisters, or a mere pawn in their grand schemes? The interpretations of their characters are as varied as the colors of Autumn's fur. Some see them as the heroines of their own story, braving the odds and standing firm in the face of adversity. Others view them as the villains, manipulating events for their own benefit. The truth, as it often is, might lie somewhere in between. The Boleyn Sisters and Amber were creatures of their time, shaped by the circumstances they found themselves in. They were neither angels nor demons, but complex characters navigating the intricate maze of life, leaving behind a legacy of questions that continue to puzzle and fascinate us. In the end, we're left with a question that continues to intrigue us. Who were the Boleyn Sisters really, and how much of what we know about them is fact, and how much is fiction?